Hello students, today we are here with a new chapter, that is rational number. Till now we have learned what is integer, what is a whole number, then natural numbers, then fractions. We also have learned the rational numbers, right? Now in this chapter we will discuss what are the properties of rational number and how can we use their properties to solve the questions. Okay, so first of all let us discuss what is a rational number. A rational number is a number which can be expressed in the form of p and q, where q not equals 0. Okay, this is a rational number, right, where q not equals 0. That means p and q, the value of p and q may be anything, but q will never be a 0. Okay, now another thing, fraction. This is a fraction, right? AB. Suppose consider this numerator is A and denominator is B. Now what is the main difference between a fraction and a rational number? In the rational number, there may be any numbers, either positive or negative. That is, in the rational number there will be integers. If we add all the negative numbers as well as positive numbers, it forms integers. So in the rational number there will be integers, but in fraction there will be only whole number. Which are the whole numbers? The numbers which start from 0 and moves towards the right side of the number line, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, and like this, which goes towards the infinity, right? Okay, so the main difference of a rational number and a fraction is, in rational number the numbers are integers, and in fraction the numbers are whole numbers. Up to this clear? And rational number is a form of a number which can be expressed in the form p by q, where q not equals 0. So now let us move to the different types of rational number. So here is the definition of rational number: the number which can be written in the form p by q, and p and q are integers. As I told you, in the rational number the numbers are integers, and in fraction the numbers are whole numbers. So where p and q are integers and q not equals 0 are called rational number. For example, 3 by 5, another is minus 2 by 7, etc. Okay. Now there are different types of rational number. One is positive rational number. What is positive rational number? A rational number is said to be positive if its numerator and denominator are either both positive or both negative. That means both the numerator if the numerator is positive, then denominator must be positive. If the numerator is negative, then the denominator must be negative. Then those numbers are known as positive rational number. Here it is the opposite from the word, right? In opposite from the name. The name is positive, but in definition it is said that if it is positive, then both the numbers must be positive, but if it is negative, then both the numbers must be negative. Which are the numbers? That is numerator and denominator. Here are a few examples. 7 by 3, look here, 7 is positive, 3 is also positive, and that is minus 3 by 7, minus 7, both the numerator and denominator is negative. Now next is negative rational number. A rational number is said to be negative if either numerator or denominator is negative. That means in that case, if anyone is negative, then the rational numbers are said to be negative rational numbers. Look here, a rational number is said to be negative if either means anyone, if either numerator or denominator is negative. Example, minus 5 by 9. Here numerator is minus 5 negative and denominator is positive, but in this case numerator is positive and denominator is negative. So this is known as negative rational numbers. So our next type of rational number is equivalent rational number. So there are two types of equivalent rational number. One is if p by q is a rational number and m is a non-zero integer, then p by q equals p divided by q into m, p into m divided by q into m. That means its value will remain same. If p by q is a rational number and if we multiply a non-zero integer, for example m, if we multiply both with numerator and denominator, its value will remain same. For example, we take minus 3 by 5. Here if we multiply minus 3 by 5 with 2 is a non-zero integer, right? Its value will remain same, because minus 3 into 2 will be what? Minus 6, and 5 by 2, okay, let me show you here. Minus 3 into 2, 3 into 2 is what? 6, and sign will be minus. 5 into 2 is what? 10. That means minus 3 by 5 equals minus 6 by 10. Its value will remain same, but they are represented different, but both of them are not same rational number, right? But their value is remain same, because now if we cancel here, we will get the same number, that is minus 3 by 5. I hope this is clear to you, right? Okay, if we cancel with 2, it will be minus 3, it will be 5, so it is again is minus 3 by 5. Clear? Okay. Now another is if p by q is a rational number and m is a common divisor. In earlier case, m was what? Multiplication, right? And now you will consider with division. Now if m is a common divisor of p and q, then p by q equals p divided by m, q divided by m. In that case also the value will remain same, but the numbers, that is the rational numbers, will be a different one. Look, for example, 36 by 45 equals 36 divided by 9 divided by 45 divided by 9. That means the value of 36 divided by 45 is equals this value. For example, if we divide 36 divided by 9, it is 4, and 45 divided by 9, its value is 5. That means 36 by 45 equals 4 by 5. So from this we can say that equivalent numbers are the numbers which have same value but different numbers, right? Different rational numbers. The rational numbers which have same value, in this case minus 3 by 5 and minus 6 by 10 also have same values, but they are different rational numbers. And in that case 36 by 45 and 4 by 5 have same value, but they are different rational numbers. Those numbers are known as equivalent rational number. I hope this is clear to you, right? So now let us move to our next topic, that is standard form of a rational number. So a rational number p by q is said to be in standard form if q is negative and if p and q have no common divisor, other common divisor other than 1. That means what? This is the last. This will be the what? Those numbers which can't further be divided with any other number. It can be divided only with 1. Those numbers, those rational numbers are said to be in standard form. I mean to say that, for example, if we take minus 5 by 12, now look, if is minus 5 and 12, it can be further divided to any other number? No, it is not further divided. It can be only divided with 1. That means they must have only divisor 1. There will be no other divisor other than 1. I hope this is clear to you, right? Another is minus 5 by 8. Is there any number which can be divisible with both minus 5 by n, minus 5 and 8? No, there is no other number. Okay. Now these are what? These are standard form. And non-standard form, which are those numbers which have divisor 1 as well as other number. For example, look, suppose we'll take about this number. If it is minus 10 and 24, 24, then will it be a standard form of rational number? No, it will not be a standard form of rational number, because it has another factors, which is 2. If we cancel with 2, it will be -5 and it will be 12. That means then the rational number which we get, that will be a standard form, because it is not further divisible, right? Okay. So the standard form of rational number is if denominator is positive. Okay, forget about this, and only you should remember P and Q have no common divisor other than 1. That means the rational number must not have any other divisor other than 1. These are known as standard form of that form is known as standard form of rational number. Now, for example, if question comes, express this term. Suppose express -10/24 in standard form. Express -10/24 in standard form. So how will solve? We will solve like this. It is -10/24 divided by 2, here also divided by 2, equals -5/12. So -5/12 is our standard form of a rational number. I hope this is clear to you, right? Okay. So now let us move to our next topic. So our next topic is absolute value of a rational number. Absolute value means what? The number, if the rational number is -3/-5, its value will be 3/5. That means what? Absolute value will not, in that case, will not consider, will not bother about the sign, whether it is negative or positive, right? The numerical value will be their absolute value. That means numerical value means the numbers which we have will be the value of the rational number will be the value of that number, right? I mean to say that, for example, -5/3. If a rational number is like this, -5/3, then its absolute value will be its absolute value will be 5/3, right? For absolute value, we will only bother about the numerical value. A numerical value of 5 is 5 and 3 is 3. Clear? So to find the absolute value of a rational number, we have to find the absolute value of both numerator as well as absolute value of denominator, right? So it can be expressed in the form as, okay, if P by Q is a rational number, if P by Q is a rational number, then its absolute value can be expressed in the form like this: P by Q whole mod, this represents, this is known as mod, equals P mod and mod Q. Clear? This if we give mod, it will remove the negative sign, right? So if P by Q is a rational number, then its absolute value will be absolute value can be expressed in the form mod P by Q, that is equals mod P divided by mod Q. This mod helps us to remove the negative sign. For example, as I told you earlier that minus, what was our example, -5/3. So if we use mod, it will become like this, because -5 mod 3. The mod will remove the negative sign. It will be 5/3. Clear? Okay. So we have discussed about the what is a rational number, then the types of, that is positive rational number, negative rational number, then standard form of rational number, then equivalent rational number, and last absolute value of rational number. I hope all the points are clear to you. So now let us move to our exercise, that is exercise 1.1. So we are here with our first question of our first exercise, that is 1.1. Here the question is, which of the following are rational number? So before finding the rational number, let us recall what is a rational number. A rational number is a number which can be expressed in the form of p by q, and p and q are integers, right? And p and q are integers where q not equals 0. You must remember one thing, p and q must be integer and q is not 0. So here 0 by 5, here this p is 0 is also integer, q is also integer, this is p, right? I told q must not be a 0. So we will write solution or answer. We will find out the rational number. So 0 by 5 will be a rational number. Then 2 is a rational number, right? Because we have denominator 1, so it can be expressed in the form p by q. Then 2 is a rational number. 3 by 4 is also a rational number. It can be expressed in the form p by q. And here p and q are also integers and q not equals also 0. Here q is 4. Okay. Then minus 1 by root 2. Is root 2 a integer? No, root 2 is not an integer, because we know integers are what? Minus 2 plus 2. Root 2 is not an integer, so it will minus 1 by root 2 will is not a rational number. Then another is 5 by 0. Suppose this is p and this is q. Here q equals 0, so it doesn't justify with our statement, that is q not equals 0. So 5 by 0 is not a rational number. So our rational number from the given numbers are, first one is 0 by 5, next is 2, and next is 3 by 4. I hope this is clear to you, right? For finding, these are very easy. For finding the rational number, just follow the criteria, that is rational number must be integers, that is both p and q must be integer and q never will be 0. So with that we find out the answers, that is we find out the rational numbers from the given following numbers. So now let us move to our second questions, where we will be discussing about how to find out numerator as well as denominator. So our next question is, identify the numerator and the denominator in the following rational numbers. That means all these are rational numbers. So we have to find out, we know the number which is above this line are known as numerator, and the number which is below that line are known as denominator. So let us write the answers. We will write numerator in minus 2 by 3 equals, which is numerator in minus 2 by 3, it is minus 2. Then denominator in minus 2 by 3 equals, denominator is the number which is divided, right? It is 3. So numerator in minus 2 by 3 is minus 2, denominator in minus 2 by 3 is 3. Next one is 4 by 1. So here numerator will be 4 and denominator will be 1. Clear? So we will write 4 by 1, 4 by 1. Numerator in 4 by 1 is equals 4, denominator in 4 by 1 equals 1. So our next number is rational number is 0 by 3. In that case we also again write numerator in 0 by 3 equals 0, denominator in 0 by 3 equals 3. Our next number is 5. So 5 can be written in the form 5 divided by 1, right? We can write in the form 5 divided by 1, 5 divided by 1. Here numerator is 5, denominator is 1. I hope this is very easy, right? You can easily solve. So the next So the next numerator will be, can you guess? It will be numerator in 3 by minus 1 is 3 and denominator in 3 by minus 1 is minus 1. These are very easy questions, right? These are actually these are chapter number 1, right? So these are the revisions of class 7. So this is how we can find the numerator and denominator, just by looking the line which is above this line is known as numerator, and the number which are below, these are known as denominator. So this is for today's class. We will conclude here, and the remaining 7 questions we will solve in our next class, and then we will proceed to proceed further of this chapter, that is towards exercise 1.2. So stay safe, stay blessed, and thank you.